Hi everyone, welcome in this session. We will talk about generating coordinate for the live snippet as a thumbnail with the text file, despite if it's static, direct text or dynamic content for placing assets like image or any content. Let's start. Okay. At first, a quick introduction. We are talking here about software called TreeShade. I have developed this software over 10 years and still developing it. It's totally free. You can install from Adobe Exchange. Write exchange.adobe.com and from Creative Cloud page, search here for TreeShade. And you will find here. It's an extension for Adobe Creative Cloud, especially Adobe InDesign and Adobe Bridge. And it has a local server, Node.js server. Node.js server you can install free from Google. Install Node.js, search for Node.js and install, and execute this file. You will find this file, main.js, directly inside the root folder after creating it. Because TreeShade will ask you to create a root folder, and when you select a root folder, this file will be copied to this folder so you can execute. And here I have service to connect the local server online. This service called Ingrok. You can use any service you want, but I find this very easy to install, and it's free if you don't want a specific domain, but for specific fixed domain you need to subscribe about $8 monthly. Okay, let's start. Here in Adobe Bridge, as I told you, TreeShade will ask you to create root folder for your project and data. Here I have this folder TRST. Within this folder, TreeShade will create automatically workshop. And within workshop, put your project files and edit them. There are parallel locations beside workshop for output, like versions PDFs. Each version have PDF for InDesign document. And these locations are not for editing. And here you have this line to warn you that it's not editing location, and to go back to workshop. So you will have here the same relative path, but different route. Instead of workshop, you will have versions. And if you rename a file in workshop or move from folder to folder, it will be reflected automatically on all output folders. So also they are separated and isolated from the original files, but also they are active, and any change you make in workshop reflected on the output. For renaming or moving, or also for checking in and checking out the versions files. If you want to edit old version, double click on that old version and it will be checked out, and the working copy inside workshop will be updated to have the version file. And after editing, check in, so the old version as current version will be updated. So always edit the workshop copy. Now we finished the introduction. Let's start with the subject for this session. At first, inside workshop, we have folder called testing. Let's open. Let's create a new folder. Let's name test E. Open. Okay. Now from TreeShade menu, here at the beginning of the menu, you will have submenu called new, and here you will have files, template files revealed as command and submenus. So you can duplicate any folder or file by clicking on the command. You can reveal the path here, and you will have here initial, new, and this folder installed with the software. If you edit the files, you need to restart so they reflected on the menu. And also you can add your folder to be revealed as command here, using this command, add new path. But for now, you will have this file online because it will installed with the software. Click online to create the, let's cancel because this is not the project folder, because we revealed the template file, the template location. So let's go back. So we inside test E. Now while the current folder test E, let's select new online. You can rename the file if you want, but here we don't need to rename. Just click OK. This special text file have a flag determine that this folder accepted to be revealed online, and also has settings for the submitting buttons and preferences. The minimum content of this text file, just the submitting button name and the location of updating, where here the button called update and the location is the same location. So the content updated in the same location. And of course you can set up many submitting buttons in flexible and dynamic ways. You can make some buttons appear and disappear depending on the stage, and the location accept dynamic locations for updating. And you have variables you can use here in the path in main.js. This file actually is open source, and after installing you will have this file have 5,000 lines of code. I have developing for about 3 years. You will have here content management system, about 5,000. $5,490 lines, and you can modify if you want, but I prefer to feedback if you have any feature, so we can update together. So if we update the code, you can update the software without any problem. Just tell me what you want to update, and we can update for the on the software. If that was a good feedback. Anyway, I click for by accident. What I was saying, that there are variables here that you can use. These variables you can use in the path, in the dynamic path. So you get different output depending on the solutions that you want and the workflow that fit with your project. Here we have variables for file and path parameters. Here for day and for time. And here we have for content files, like the end user can fill a field. That field determine the location of updating. You can use replace this to use regular expression to change the path. Okay. It's complete. Until now we didn't started yet with the subject that we want to talk about. So let's start. When you double click on this text file, you can reveal the online form if you click yes for this prompt. And you will have this empty online form because we don't have anything here. Let's create a new InDesign document from TreeShade menu, a new Creative Cloud InDesign, or you can create a new document and save directly in the folder as you want. Let's rename layout or any name and click OK. Now if we refresh, the document will not be previewed here. But if we click update, the local server will trigger all the files here. Okay, now when you click update, the local server on your computer, of course, this online form, no, it's not supposed to be updated on your computer. This URL you're supposed to send to your collaborators, customers, marketing team, anyone want to update the content remotely and in dynamic way. So the design in your computer updated directly by opening the files, updating the content, exporting the output, and closing. All that done through TreeShade extension and Adobe InDesign, Adobe Bridge, and in addition to Photoshop and Illustrator for updating placed files and mockups, in addition to executing actions if that action have the name TreeShade. If you create action have the name TreeShade, then this action will be executed when the Illustrator or Photoshop file updated, if that file placed in an InDesign document. Anyway, let's click update and let's see what will happen. At first, the TSK text file here will change, the name of this text file will be changed and have counter here after key, and this counter increased every time you click update, so the file name changed, and every time the file name changed, any InDesign document exists here will be updated. So this is the mechanism. Click update. The command sent to the local server. I think the problem here, online ts underscore key is opened. So because here in Windows, the operating system prevent the file from be modified. The name of the file is not modified. So let's close. This is important. So let's go back. Let's refresh. And now let's update again. So be sure that the text file is closed, because if it's opened, Windows will prevent renaming the file. Click update again. Now see here. What's the problem here? Let's delete online ts underscore key and create again. I'm not sure what the problem is. So from TreeShade menu, select new online. Okay. Update. When you create a text file has this ts underscore key, TreeShade add auto check-in relation. So here we have add to auto check-in. There must be the relation created automatically. This CP means make check-in action when the file created and or when the path change or name. When the path changed or name. Click OK. Do you want also to check in destination according to its source? That means to check in other files, not only the same file here. Because this file, when its name changed or when it's created, it will be checked in. But if you click yes, you can add Adobe InDesign document to be checked in with the file. Click yes, and here you will have the source. The source, because the file may be moved from folder to folder, so the other file that need to be checked in will be in the source folder. So that source folder will the file will be copied to the destination. Here we have related to the previous file when the file moved, previous path, and here means any InDesign document in that location. So any InDesign document in the source location will be used to create a new document in the new location. If there is no, if there is already document in the new location, the source ignored. Click OK, and here the target files. All InDesign document beside the text file. So the checking in action is correctly correctly set up, but the problem, and this auto check-in automatically added when the text file have this flag ts_key. So let's try to rename the file and see if the InDesign document will be opened and updated automatically. Let's write _0. See, the InDesign document opened, exported, and then will be closed. And the PDF file will be revealed in Adobe Bridge. So the problem not in the auto check-in relation between the text file and the design document, but in updating the name, because the online form must update the name. Let's open. Now see the document have preview because the document is checked in. Let's update again and try. This must be 1, increased by 1. Do you know, maybe the problem that if the form is empty, nothing in the form, the file will not be changed. I think that, and this is not a bug, I think it's a setting in the system. I set up like that for a purpose. I don't remember why, but there is something important to avoid updating the key text file if there is no content. I'm talking despite the document. So just create, let's create here text file. Let's say we have title in the design. So let's write inside folder called data, title. Let's add another text file, a new text, description, description, it comes here. Let's move inside data. To move a file, don't use cut command, don't use this command, use TreeShade command, pick for change, then go to the target place and select change, copy here or move here. So TreeShade trace the modification, because unfortunately Adobe Bridge in the startup script doesn't have event for files modifications. So I manipulated to make scanning for CS files for for CC files, but the problem in text files and the other, you couldn't write metadata, so the tracing is not available, and you must execute the command directly. So let's click move here. And by the way, this folder is supposed to be hidden, but in Windows it's not, so just don't delete it and don't modify its content. Now let's see if the problem in updating InDesign document related to the issue that there was no content in the online form. Let's update. Okay, now the folder data didn't reveal here because any subfolder will be ignored if the folder have no paired text file. Paired file, not necessarily text, but typically it will be text file. The paired text file means a file have the same name of the folder beside the folder. So let's create a new text and let's name data. We use the text files to render the content in the content management system. So now we don't need to edit the text file, just to put here the text file so it trigger uploading the beside the paired folder. Now we have description and title, two fields, and let's update. See, the counter increased. So that was the problem. The problem that the form has no content. So there must be content. So the text file, the key text file of the online form renamed to trigger updating for the InDesign document. Now we have content and the document updated, but the content is not placed in the document. So let's put InDesign here. And let's go back. Remember that you need to go back to workshop after exporting the PDF. And let's open the document. Okay, now let's open text frame and then right click while the text cursor inside, right click on the title.txt to place in the document and select place in InDesign. You will have live snippet here, and the live snippet is the content of the text file as a snippet in the story, not necessary to be the entire story, because by default you can place text files as link, but the problem here in InDesign by default the text file must be the entire story, or I think the entire text frame. I'm not sure, but it couldn't be a snippet inside the text. So using this, you will have marker at the beginning uh, created automatically, non-printing anchor text frame, have the relative path to the text file so the graphic designer know, and at the end you will have the special character and nested style here, mark the end. Now we will talk about the feature for this session. Here in TreeShade menu, you have this preference, and this preference related to the document, these preferences related to the document, and these related to the application. For this, if this option is checked, don't export text coordinate, then you will save the processing not to be exhausted. But if it's unchecked, the text coordinate will be exported. So let's leave unchecked and let's save. Save. Do you want to check in? Yes. So see here the text file marked as blessed. The PDF file exported, then the process done, checking in. Let's go back here to data and see that TreeShade automatically label the text file that it's placed in an InDesign document. You can select the text file, and also that applied on the assets, any image when you place in InDesign. TreeShade make relations in two directions, from the image to the document and from the document to the image. So you can select an image and query where this image placed in all your project document using this command. From TreeShade menu, select query placing locations. But here we are not talking about that. We are talking about coordinates of the snippet inside the page. You can assign thumbnail to the text file to show you the location of the snippet and how it formatted to know, especially in template, to know this text file, any rule apply in the template. So let's right click on the text file title and select set thumbnail. You can set thumbnail from recently screenshot, from image file, just select any image file to be as thumbnail of the text file, from document page, and that's what we want. Select from document page and let's see if this previewed in preview panel. So it's previewed in preview but not in the thumbnail itself. See here, you have mark for the location of the snippet, automatically generated. And if you update the online form here, you can display the thumbnail here beside the field title. But to do that, you need to change the preferences of the key text file here. Let's edit its content. Double click. Open online form. No, we don't want to open the online form. And add at the beginning, before update, add thumb. Click OK. And let's refresh. Now you will have here thumbnail beside the field. So if you make templates for the end user, then user know where the location of the field that he currently editing. Okay, that's it. I think it's enough for now. It's about 1 hour. Try this, install TreeShade, it's totally free, and try these options and features. And if you want to find out any solution for your project, don't hesitate to ask during the live streaming, because I go live streaming every day, so we can practically test what you want to test, or send me a message so we can make a one-on-one meeting and discuss the solution. Subscribe with the channel, especially the YouTube channel, so you get notified when I go live. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.